Hello and welcome to Web Relates. Today we're looking at the AskReddit subreddit, where every technology has asked, what's the most evil life hack you know? Angelic Admiration says, tell the truth 99% of the time. Then when you have that credibility, you can lie and people will believe you. Chubuwi has replied, learned this in middle school. All the teachers liked me, and the few times I was a butthole, they would let it pass or not even believe the claims made against me. Puzzlehead Bobcat has said, let your butt-hat co-workers underestimate your skills when starting a new job. You'll be able to learn a lot more about the politics. In a related comment, Penislav Vajanovic has said, never give away your full hand when you start a new job. Hide some of your skills and talents until you need them to get ahead. It's always easier to improve when you're starting at 50% capacity. Also somewhat related, Kakiyuko Ikostin has said, never ever let your colleague know that you are skilled in IT and any kind of software that is not strictly related to your job. They will never stop asking you for anything and blame you if your productivity decreases or if what you did for free won't satisfy what they wanted. Free Trambampoline has replied, for real, when I started my current job, there was an issue where my laptop wouldn't connect to the internet over SIM data. Basically, they didn't install the drivers, and I didn't have admin privileges to do it myself. IT kept closing my ticket without fixing it, so I sent them an email with a step-by-step of what they had to do. When they called me about it, they even asked if I work in IT. I complained to a coworker about our IT being useless, and that I had to do their job for them. Suddenly my nickname is IT support, and everyone comes to me to fix their crap like I don't have an actual job to do. It's gotten so bad that even when new staff members start, team leaders grab me to help get the new person set up, and tell them if they need help with anything tech-related, to come and ask me. And no, I don't get paid any extra for it. Neo Maximus says, Microsoft Paint can be used to delete and replace text on any scanned document. The eyedropper tool can match the font color and even the paper background color to make the change look seamless. I mean, that one just makes sense, and it's a simple, easy option over any other image editor. Ethel Babe has said, work correspondence hack. Anything that benefits you, put it in an email, letter, etc., so it can be memorialized when possible. Anything that is detrimental to you, make a call or discuss the issue face-to-face verbally. Don't leave a paper trail. HippoPoo says, kill them with kindness. Biggest troll ever. Whenever someone is super mad at you, don't fight back. Be understanding. Listen to them, and don't respond with anything mean. It will drive them nuts and save you such a big headache. Strangely enough, I've been in this scenario, except that I was genuinely trying to understand their point of view. But it does just make them angrier. It's a very interesting dynamic. 2E Animation says, in many elevators, you can hold down the close door button while choosing the floor to get a non-stop ride, meant to be used by rescue services and firemen. Stealing this. I work in a 10-story building with faulty elevators. Hopefully this can just save me a lot of time. Guaxanim Cubano says, create multiple email addresses to continuously take advantage of free trial periods for subscription services, effectively getting them for free indefinitely. Emmy has replied, don't even need to make multiples, at least for Gmail. Periods placed in the main part of the email address go to the same inbox. So you can register with the same email, but with added-in periods. For example, johnsmith@gmail, john.smith@gmail, and jo.hn.smi.th@gmail will all go to that same inbox. And I guess that's also where a lot of stories of getting other people's emails comes from as well. I have my own side note to add to this tip. If you do need to make extra email addresses, when you make one on Gmail, it will ask you for some sort of verification phone number. Now the problem is, If you use the same phone number too many times for a lot of email addresses, then it will stop letting you use that phone number. However, if you use the app on your Android phone, I don't know about iPhone, then you will be able to make the email address without getting the phone number verification. And that's how I made the email for this YouTube channel. Just a Bajit says, confidently stating, "And you know I'm right," after presenting your argument, can be surprisingly effective. People are often swayed by conviction, even if the logic isn't entirely sound. I do agree that confidence can go a very long way, but I feel like specifically saying, "and you know I'm right," would really just provoke most people I know. A Beau says, when you enter a raffle drawing, fold or crinkle your ticket/slip of paper a little bit. It makes it slightly more likely to be drawn. It's worked for me a few times, and I feel a little guilty every time. Now, is that because the paper's less likely to now slip down below all the rest in the bowl, or it feels more interesting in the hand when someone reaches in to grab a piece of paper? Sexy Stella says, tried that one that says, putting tea bags on your eyes depuffs them, when I was about 13. However, they did not specify black tea, so my dumbass used an apple cinnamon tea. Cinnamon is a minor irritant, so I had red tea bag-shaped rectangles around my eyes for a few hours. And 4-3 Defense has replied, wow, nice life hack not to come into work. MyCotCad has said, limit people's expectations of you. Occasionally make minor mistakes. And never work your hardest. Assuming you otherwise do a good job, people will have a healthy expectation of your abilities, saving your mental health and slowing down burnout. Serial Designation Z has said, use promo code military at checkouts when shopping online. You could get up to 30% off, and most sites don't require ID verification for this. Neat Economics says, not only can people be manipulated into anything once you figure out how to tie their pride into it, they become righteous about your manipulation. This is how you get loyalist. Let's say that there was a perverted guy manipulating a girl. He knows psychology, and he's older, so he can manipulate her. But he will never call her a girl. He would call her a woman. This ties the girl into pride, and now her being off with an older man makes her feel independent and in control of her life. This seals the manipulation, and she falls to Stockholm Syndrome. This is not exclusive to relationships. This is how loyalists are born in politics. People who never admit that their party is ever wrong. These politicians manipulate people, then use ethnicity or subcultures to tie people's pride to their cause, sealing them in an illusion. I understand how this works. Not only did I study some psychology, but as an artist, I can create works that affect people in a certain way. It works, but it's immoral, so I use my knowledge of this to inform people of others using methods to control people. If anyone is tickling your ego, be alert. The Grayling has replied, a minor example of this is always making sure to use people's names, and not something like dude, bro, man, chica, girly. Makes people associate being around you with being heard and seen. You can create instant friendships with most people by using eye contact and saying their name in a nice tone. Ask a couple personal questions and a follow-up or two, and you'll be set. I've actually been wanting to get into the habit of using people's names more. I often just say, hey man, hey dude, how you doing? Hey girl, what's up? And then I find myself 2-3 months down the line and I realize that this person I've been working with, I have forgotten their name. City Girl Jane says, if you're moving out of an apartment and want to ensure you get your full security deposit back, but you know there's some damage you can't fix, take pictures of all existing damage right before you move out. Then, when you move out, if the landlord tries to charge you for anything, you can show them the before pictures and claim it was already there. Squeaky Peaks has replied, also, buy a newspaper on the day you move in. Keep it and have it in one of the pictures so it dates your photos to the day you moved in, not the day you moved out. Also, pictures have this metadata that tells you when the picture was taken and yada yada yada, and I don't know if that's editable. I'm not an IT whiz, but yeah, people could use that to track it. 3 Rotten Branches says, on weekends, especially in the summer, go to your larger parks in your area and scope out the company picnics. Make yourself at home. Grab a plate or two. Nobody will challenge you. They think you're probably family. When I was a starving college student living in San Diego, I did this almost every weekend. We'll do it occasionally when I come across the opportunity. And finally, I Like Freedom and Tattoo has said, ducks are free. You can go to a park and just take them. No one will stop you. I have 5 ducks now. Alright, that's it for today, everyone. Some of those felt like I shouldn't be sharing them on the internet, but they were interesting, so here we are. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And then I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Cheers!